All right. Great. We're recording now, and hello everyone, and welcome to our August community meeting. That's official CNCF community meeting. So please be nice to each other and follow the code of conduct. I've just sent the link to our community meeting notes into the chat. I'm going to send it once again. For those of you who are not have you not added yourself to today's meeting, please do so, so we can have a list who joined and what kind of topics we've discussed so far. So with that said, anyone wants to kick off? Do we have some topics for today? Let me check and I'll share.
Yes, I have some update about the release.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share the screen so everyone
Yeah.
can see what's...
I'm sharing right now as we speak. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
thank
ahead,
you.
Johnny.
Yeah. We have the patch release for 2.11. I mean the first patch 2.11.1 GA today. Actually we have fixed some issues related to SBOM introduced in the 2.11.0. And also I think we have fixed some new CVE reported recently. So I think that would be the first stable patch for 2.11. So if the community can try this patch, I think that would be good, helpful for us to get more feedback about the SBOM features. Yeah, so that's for the patch release. So any comments?
Come on my side, I'm gonna amplify that request of yours for the community somehow through Twitter and messages around people to test and give feedback if possible.
Sure.
I have a question on the 2.11.1 release. Did we had some progress on the PRs regarding the database schema change for the blob from blob to or from JSON to blob, or from blob to JSON, or JSON B? I think exactly to JSON B. There was a PR, and the question, Jason. Let me just.
So you're talking about the performance problem on the path table, right?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I can share something about we did some testing last week, and based on our testing result, we didn't notice big difference between the current database schema and the between the path to JSON-B for table of task. So per our observation, there's no big difference between these two types. So that's why we want to pick the current behavior of our task table. So that's what I can share.
Yeah, I think I also have checked the original issue reported by the community about that JSON-B, and I think the maintainer have already provided fix for 2.10 and 2.9, which is use the ID to create the index. So with that, I think the performance is very similar to what the community contributor have reported if when after they convert the column to JSON-B. The slight difference is about the CPU consumed. But I think just like Ian mentioned, the maintainer have did some testing and found there not much difference. So we currently will not do that change.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, depending on the data we are fetching from the JSON object, right? So if you're just fetching the JSON object, there is definitely not a performance. But if you're searching inside the JSON, then we'll have the performance problem, right? Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah. So,
It's
do you
to-
have any findings in your side? I mean, we did some testing in our side.
well,
So we didn't
the thing
notice
is
the
that
big difference.
I mean, we have multiple places where we're using, right, JSON and JSONB, or where we can use JSON instead of JSONB.
Yes.
And the general issue is that, you know, with the larger databases, there's always the problem with, you know, fetching the information, right? So if we're looking for, you know, 1,000 repositories, and then 1,000 repositories have like CVEs, and they have databases, and then there's like all in JSON. I'm just wondering that why, if that it will impact also other use cases that we have, right? And I just think that we could get away with JSONB easier without.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, well, I agree with you that we could use the JSONB tab, but based on our current testing result, there's no big difference. So we want to keep the behaviors for the patch release. So if you want to enhance in the future release, you can fill an issue, and we can do more investigation on this part. So yeah.
Okay, so we can discuss this for 2.12 then, or 2.13.
Yes. Great.
Okay.
Great. That's great. So we do not want it to make a big difference for patch release. Yeah, that's why
that's
we did it.
understandable.
We introduced. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So next topic is also from my side. I think I have discussed this in the last community meeting. Yeah, currently we in our side, I think we don't have the UI expert in the group. So somehow we have some, I mean, resource challenge to work on the UI part. So there are a few UI related PR currently open in GitHub. We would like to seek some help for review these UI PRs. I'm not sure, Vadim, do you have any resource can work on the UI?
Well, we have only backend people. I mean, of course we have also UI people a bit, but I can, if we have the specification, what needs to be done, then we can take it over, right? So I just saw one PR. That is a bit of a UI related.
Yeah, there are two PR. I think I put it in the wiki page.
They are not just PRs, because we continue introduce new features in the new releases, and some of them require UI development, just like the current work that I'm working on, the rubber count permission enhancement. So we want to do some configuration or some UI design for the rubber count information, but I can do the backend work that we need of resource for the UI development. So that's why we want to seek help from community. Because the current core code contributor are all the backend developers. So we have no knowledge on the UI development. So that's why. Yeah.
Okay, then we need to kind of if you want to get help on the UI part, I can support that. The problem here is we need to get some clarification on the task and specification. What is the thing that for what do you need UI support, right? So we need to get a kind of a thing that should be built, right? And we need to communicate this in a written form, some way, explaining what the thing should do and what is the UI changes. Because currently I see a few of the tasks in the, if I just look at the issue board, I'll see just a few UI related tasks, right? And they're mostly bug fixes.
Yeah, but actually within the in 2012, we actually have an enhancement on the cross cache features. I mean, to limit the bandwidth to pull image from the cross cache. And there is a task related to UI If you scroll down, Olin, can you switch to the wiki page?
Which one?
Wiki page.
Which
Yeah,
wiki?
scroll down. Yeah, last week meeting, I put no UI export to work on the 20811 for the planned feature in 2000. Not this one.
This one?
It's up. 20811. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This one is actually a part of the feature for 2012. I think someone have created an issue to tracking the UI work. But just now, when I look, I look into the comments, I think someone from community side have already submitted PR for that.
This is one of
that
the
is good. We can
mentee.
review that. Yeah.
This is one of the LFX mentees.
Yeah, sorry, I would like to add some comment on this issue, like on this PR, there's a PR regarding this issue. Our friend from the community called Kunom, he and I are currently working closely to on this profit cache bandwidth limit UI change, and we have also discussed this issue in the Slack in our direct messages, and we have exchanged some ideas and regarding the requirement of this UI change. Yes, and just want to give you guys some updates that we are currently working on this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, Dean, I think like Ian mentioned, if you have some resource can work on the UI part, I think in the future hybrid release, we can collaborate it together on some features which include both UI and backend change. So that would be improve some, we will have more collaboration on specific features, right?
Yeah, but if we need to kind of a support on the UI level, we need to get some more high level topics, what needs to be developed, right?
Yeah, I think that will be.
Then I can put someone on that.
Yeah, I think, right. I think that will be based on what kind of feature we planned for specific release in future, right? If the feature includes UI change and backend change. So that way.
Yeah, so the question is that can we assume you can have UI resource so that we can, take that into account when planning 2013. If we have UI resource, we can put more UI work, and at that time we can discuss together like what we can do.
Right.
Will that work?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
By the way, that's a good chance if we can invite the new folks from Urantis, for example, if they can contribute in that part as well.
Yes, I did. I have already sent a notification to the whole community. I think, Kuno, sorry for the pronunciation, has joined today's community meeting, and he said that he has interest to help us to on the UI part. And hi Kuno, can you say something? I see you are in a community meeting. Sorry, I can not hear you right now. Can you say something? I think we have already discussed something in the Slack channel regarding the UI development, and he is willing to help us to address some UI issues. Too. Hello. Hello, are you speaking? Are you talking about?
I would like to work on the UI issue. We have read 2 years.
Hello, I have a
Sorry,
question. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Where the PR of backend change? I cannot find the PR of backend.
Hi,
sorry.
Frank.
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 I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what are you talking about.
The backend change about proxy cache. It's already merged.
Okay.
So yeah, we just want to add some functionality to limit the network bandwidth for proxy cache. That means when user use proxy cache to pull the image from the upstream, especially in the edge cases, we want to help user to limit it, their network
Yeah,
resource.
so I think it would be helpful if we can mention that backend change PR in the description to help the reviewer understand what it's doing, right? Is there any PR reference for the backend change?
Yes, we have, but we need to.
Yeah,
I found
this
the
is the
PR.
issue of the backend PR of the backend. This is the issue for the backend, and the PR is mentioned in this page as well. If you scroll down, and there's a PR merged.
Oh, yeah.
Not this one only, about one.
Yeah,
About
that's
one.
right.
Yeah,
The
this one.
API should be
But Frank,
to
you
the
asked this
one-
question
the
because
one,
you
two.
yeah. So
Oh,
do you ask
okay,
the
this
question
one.
because you wanna do you ask the question because you wanna review the PR? If that's the case, I think Shenwen can talk to you offline to let you know the backend change. Will that work? Yeah, Shenwen, I think we can talk to Frank offline, just in case he wanna review the PR.
Yeah, he also alternatively he also leave a comment in the issue, and my contact info is also posted in the UI issues out there. If you go back to the bandwidth limit UI issue, and my contact information is also there.
Yep.
Do we need to further discuss that thing, or?
Yeah, I think Frank and Simon or other maintainer can discuss this offline or in the issue itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, only if anyone from SUSE are interested in contribute on the hub UI, I think it is also welcome. If you can introduce someone from SUSE.
Yeah, that's something that I wanted to show you as well. Another PR related to the UI from Lorenzo. It's from SUSE. So I'm gonna address that to him if he wants to join the project long term. For this sort of things.
Okay.
Because he opened that PR for customizing look and feel of the portal. So
yeah, I've looked at this PR. It's for me a bit difficult to understand what it actually does, because it does not change the well, it just adds, as I understand it, it adds the configuration option into the Harbor YAML file, YAML template only, right? And the init file is basically just copy. It's not about and the question is, does it do it when you run the installer, like install sh, where it does the Jinja transformation, or is it because it's not changed to code? It's just for the installer.
Yeah.
And I think I asked the question as well in the review, no?
And
maybe we can answer this question.
No.
I didn't write a review, sorry. I'll need to write a review.
Yeah, so yeah. Oni, please reach out. if
I'm gonna
can contribute for a long time. Yeah.
Reach out to Mirantis and SUSE if they want to join and do some work on this one.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Hi,
So
Arlene,
that's-
and Kuno just said something in the chat, and he
Yeah, I'm just reading the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Kunal,
yeah.
we see the message that you're interested in the UI development. Can you point out these two PRs, please? Not sure what do you mean by improve the proxy cache bandwidth, as that's still in development, but
And I can share some background regarding this part. I have sent a notification to the community for seeking help from for the UI development, and Kuno just replied that notification, and he is willing to help us to address some PRs issues. And
Mhm.
he said to me that there was something wrong with his phone today, so he just cannot say something. But if you want to type something in the chat to so thank you for your help, Kuno. So if you continue willing to help us to address some issues, you can help us to review the PRs, especially that mark with the UI. I will continue add label for the PRs and regarding to the UI change.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right. Now you mean the booking the binary message? This one, that is ready to merge. So folks, if you can review, will be great. Okay. Anything else around the UI stuff?
Yeah, I think that we are currently good, right? So
yeah,
but still looking for more UI contributions, contributors from that. By the way, regarding the release update, I think I have another head-up update for the 2.12. Last meeting we have discussed some risks to reach out to the FC. Actually, we have already passed the FC date, so we will continue to delay a few weeks because some of the feature like this one, the UI part is still not complete. Another risk I want to give you update in our side, Broadcom still have these three happening, and there will be some data center movement. I mean, from VMware data center to Broadcom data center. So there will be some hardware transitions. So because we have some testing pipeline for the hardware at our side to ensure the release quality in those kind of hardware. So when the data center movement is happening, we may not have the hardware to test the pipeline at our side. So that will also be impacted the release. So if we want to set up some test pipeline in other places, I think it should be also welcome. I'm not sure whether Vadim or Ronnie, you have some idea on that.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, running
Jowlin,
it in GitHub Action, yeah.
Yeah. And Jowlin, just question, is that for the one that is bundled for the Tanzu stuff, or we're talking about the upstream one?
No, upstream.
The open source.
If it is downstream, we are not talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but because we discussed that like 1,000 times already, and I thought that we migrated out from the Broadcom/VMware infrastructure to the
but I want
CNCF
to
one
clarify that
in Equinix.
Yeah, I
want
think
to
we can take action. But yeah, whoever want to help can look at the code. They are all open source. You can see how to set up that on the pipeline to make sure all the end-to-end tests passed and we can use that as a gatekeeper for the open source release. But we really don't have bandwidth to, to set up that on other like public cloud. So any help would be helpful. Also welcome. Yeah.
Which one?
I don't think. Yeah, it's in. I think it's in the Harbor repo, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's in all the testing are the open source, and we just set up internal infrastructure to run all the automation test cases, and we just share the testing result, and we want to use this as a dog keeper to release any manual or patch releases. Yeah.
How
So,
we run
but,
this end-to-end tests?
Sorry?
They are not covered in GitHub Action. The test
Yes.
cases are in the repo. It's written like in robot, PyBot to test the Harbor UI, and it
do you
includes
trigger them from Makefile?
Sorry?
I think for more details we can think offline, but I really don't think the public GitHub Action can cover all the cases. That's the difficulty we are seeing. But yeah.
And you can find the testing results in README. I just add a link to the testing result that we publish every day, and you can just check it. And all the the current is all the automation test cases that we are running every day for Nightly. You can search the maybe Nightly, or you can in the README.
Which README? Is it in
and
the
homepage?
main?
The homepage of Harbor. The homepage. You can switch to the homepage, and you can search testing results, or can you scroll down a little bit? Yes, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. And I said you can you just scroll down to the badge, and I just add a Nightly test badge.
I can hear you super bad. I'm not sure if I understand.
He's talking about the badge. So if you scroll up on the README, there are several badges, right? There's one of them is Nightly test. Yeah, the Nightly failure, that one. No, yeah. And that
how we
is,
get this data?
Yeah, the data is from our internal infrastructure sending it to Google storage to display the badge. But all the test cases are run in the private infrastructure. The test cases are in the test folder that we just opened. So
and so how do you just run the shell script?
We have Jenkins. We have all the VMs and the Kubernetes clusters to run all the test cases. So if we can bring up to the public cloud, it's more than welcome. But I don't think we have resource to handle that. So if you want to have a try, you can ask your engineer to have a look, and we can set up a meeting to transfer that. That's the current status. Yep. And what Jiaolin is talking about day 3 is that we are moving the data center, so the infrastructure for running these nightly tests are unstable now. So that's why we need to delay.
And
hopefully that's enough background.
By the way, and that's a great opportunity to finally migrate out this from the private infrastructure to the CNCF cluster. So we can have like an overview, and the community can have like a control over this. So can we set up like a call in the next days, or right now it's like a KubeCon Hong Kong, I think. So it's not exactly right moment to do that, but maybe next week to do a session, like a recorded session, so you can walk us through of like the Jenkins and the jobs and everything,
Yeah, how it's currently set up, so that we have
yeah.
a recording of that, and then we can maybe see how we can migrate it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you
Okay.
can share the Jenkins jobs definitions and everything, so
Yeah.
we can think about it, how to utilize the Equinix and the AWS accounts that we have, so we can run all that workload.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay, I'll take care of that. I'm gonna set up that meeting for next week.
Maybe
As
same
soon,
time, same.
yeah. Yeah, same time is great. But the thing is, if we postpone it too much, it will have impact on the releases. So, all right, okay, let's try next week the same time. Is that okay for everyone? Or
I
Maybe
don't think
same-
everyone needs to be here.
Yeah.
Well, those
Also,
who
I
need
would
to-
suggest use a earlier time, right? It is 9 p.m. for our time, but I think you guys are in
So,
Europe,
yeah,
or we have
it's
some
okay.
I'm
overlap.
okay. I'm okay.
But by
few
the way,
hours
I
earlier.
want to say, like Daniel mentioned, we really don't have much bandwidth to to work on that part. But I think if
Exactly, and
you guys can find some resources and hardware resources, can use this open source test code, we can discuss how to set up one in
Yeah.
public.
Yeah, I think that's a better approach. You can ask your engineer, take a look, and have a basic understanding like how things work. If they have more specific questions, we can set up a meeting and discuss. Will that work?
Right. That's also my opinion. I think there's some if you have find some engineer from your side, you can ask them to take a look before that meeting, so they will have some basic knowledge about that.
Can you define basic knowledge? What do you mean exactly?
I mean, to understand the test code and all the code is here, right? So just take
that's the test code. Yeah, that's the test code. But we need understanding, like
how to set up. Yeah.
Yes, how it's currently working, like how you trigger the job, what's the requirement for the job in terms of like instances and scale and so on and so on. So I think that's something that we need beforehand, so we can start figuring out the requirements for the profile.
If we know how it is currently done, we can maybe translate it to a new infrastructure and help that migrate, But if we don't know how this is done, it's like, well, it can be more complicated to figure it out, right? What are the tests doing? Because look, there are like 25 shell files. Where is the entry point? There's like a lot of things that we need to discuss and record, and then we can see how we can migrate it. And then we can discuss the problem, how and where to migrate, and what would be the options there, or at GitHub Actions or whatever, whatever there is.
Yeah, and do you think we can do that next week?
Sorry?
We need some time. Sorry,
come again,
we need some time.
Yeah, I'm asking Yan if he thinks we can do the walkthrough next week, because there are a lot of internal stuff. So we are also preparing a summary to, about the environment. And after we are ready, I think we can do the walkthrough. But I'm not sure whether Yan can do that next week.
Sorry, next week is, yeah. It's too tough for us. We need some time to prepare something, to transfer the knowledge on how do we run the test case within the internal infrastructure. But again, we need some time, so we cannot make it in the next week.
Yeah, but a session would be interesting, right? Kind of a let's say
yeah.
You don't need to document anything.
Yeah, I think
I can schedule a session. Yeah, once we have once we prepare all the things.
Yeah. So Yan will do the walkthrough, but it may not happen next week. Maybe 2 weeks later. But once he thinks he's ready, we'll let you know. Okay.
Yeah, sure. As far as I can recall, Jan did one in the past to me when I was still part of VMware. So maybe Jan, you can reuse that slide deck and
Yes.
that same.
Yes. Because we
And-
had to update something. Yeah. I will use that stack and I can update something to
Mhm.
to let you know the current situation. Yeah.
Jan, you're on mute.
Yeah, I will update the slides and I will
Yeah,
prepare
great.
a session. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because you know we've been postponing that action for a long time, so let's not rush it. Get prepared, and as long as we can migrate properly and we can have it all set up, will be great.
Oh, by the way, Vadim,
mhm.
sorry, one thing I want to check with Vadim. Previously, we
Mhm.
discussed to have a demo environment set up,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Have you got that done?
I can. It's all prepared. Should I set up one? Who has
Oh,
the
yeah.
access to the DNS?
DNS,
Um,
DNS, I think it is in Netlify, right?
Yeah, it's in
Something
Netlify.
like
I
that.
do.
Okay, perfect.
I can set it up.
I'll contact then All-in to migrate to point to a new DNS, and the other point that we need, that's what I'm currently working on. It's like cleaning up, like the cleaning up process. So because it's yeah, but I'll figure it out. Well, don't worry, we'll figure it out, and it will be cleaned up every week. So
You
that it's
mean
kind of
you mean
every
for the
day.
demo?
Exactly.
You mean
That,
refresh the environment regularly, right?
exactly. Yeah. So
I
this is
think
something
we
that I
currently
was.
have something. I mean,
Oh,
the
really?
current demo
Yeah.
environment have something.
A
Probably you
script
can
that
check with.
Okay. Is it checked in somewhere?
Maybe.
Not yet. Yeah. Maybe Sherman can share something with you.
Yeah. If you have something, just share with me, and then maybe I can reuse that instead of writing myself something.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll contact All-in for that, and then we can.
Yep, I can do the switch whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. Any more topics to discuss today?
And hi, Ali. I have one thing that I want to confirm with you. Since you have already submitted the maintenance transaction and the project landing talk for KubeCon South City November, so can you share who will host the project landing talk this time?
Jan, can you repeat, please? Your mic is super bad. I'm not sure if I get it right.
So I just want to confirm one thing with you, and regarding to the KubeCon South City this time. And since you have already submitted the maintenance transaction and the project landing talk, so I just want to know who will host the project landing talk this time. So,
Yeah.
can you share some? Yeah.
Yeah, as we discussed already in the maintainers channel, I asked who is interested in that. Nobody responded except Vadim
No.
at the time.
I have a response only actually. I
Mhm.
respond actually. I respond. We should add an EN for the maintainer check session in the Slack.
I have to disagree with you on this one a little bit.
Yeah,
If you
they are some Slack message, right? I reply that.
can you point me to that Slack message, please?
It is on July 17th. I reply your Slack message in a thread.
Yeah, about the tentativeness, yes. I can see that, but at that time it was tentative, so I applied for my name and Vadim only.
I mean, if it's the only option, I mean, I mean, Orlin had always now to back out because it's already like the third time that it's happening. I mean, I can also give my space away, right? Because there is just can be two maintainers presenting, and I've been always there on track, so I can give my space away.
Hi, Vadim. I just want to point out that I just want to optimize the speaker roles for these two talks because I think the more maintainer can join the KubeCon can benefit for the Harvard community because that we can hear some feedback from the community, from our end users. So that's why I want to point this out because we have two talks and then we have 3 seats for the maintainers, right? So well, I just want to talk with you guys. If possible
have
that
two
we can
talks.
optimize,
Mhm.
if possible that we can optimize seats for more seats available for the harbor maintainers.
Yeah, I know you have the problem that you need to, in order to get the tickets, you need to get as a
Yes,
speaker there.
yes, that's great. Yeah, that's great. So yeah.
Can we take that offline as we can check if we can fit in 3 people on stage from the maintenance track, or we can shuffle a little bit maintenance track and the lightning talk that we also submitted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
But as
Yeah,
I'm not
makes sense.
prepared for
Thank you.
for that. Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. Let's see if they have changed the requirements for speakers this time, and we can figure out this offline. Okay.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, I have another PR that I want to discuss with the maintainers, and I have already sent out the message in the Harbor maintainer Slack channel, and regarding the testify, and someone wanted to enable the testify in the Harbor project.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just add some my comments in that the PR, but I want to hear some advice from other maintainers. So regarding that PR, so Arlene, can you open that
I
PR?
can. I can paste this one. So here is the PR. I think you mean this one, right?
Yeah. This
So
one.
this is I've looked at it, and it's basically a tool that it's some sort of a linter, right? It's called Testify linter, and the only thing it does is basically checks that your assertions in your tests basically are understandable and readable, right? And then it corrects them. So it's like if you take a look at the Testify tool, the Testify linter and Testify. So so the Testify is the assertion package, right, that we use, and the Testify linter is the one specifically for Testify to correct the unreadable assertion that you write, right? So it's basically very specific to Testify, and it does rewrite the assertions so that they are readable, and you can see them in the, if you scroll, if you take a look at the PR, like, can you quickly go back to the PR, Maureen? And then in the file changes, file changes. File changes, and then you just some of the tests. If you scroll down, some of the first test. Well, this is, for example, right? So it's basically if you just go to a test case, for example, and then you see the rewrites like line 57, and it rewrites the assertion that you not assert for makes it more readable. Like should retry, and then it's assert true instead of a short false equal true. It's
Yeah. So Jan, what's your point?
So I have some concern regarding this PR because I have some comments, and because the link is not the official rules from the the GoCI links. This is not the link is the official rules from the Golang, but I'm not familiar with testify. So
But we're using testify.
Yes, but
yeah,
I think the linter, I think Yan's point is that the linter tool is not official. And by checking the change it proposes in the PR, that's quite opinionated. I think I agree with Yan in the sense that we need to control the linter. Otherwise, some of it will, impact the productivity when we merge PRs. And when they are doing excessive chain checks in the test code, I personally also don't think that's very necessary. Like, what's the difference between assert true versus assert equal true? I think they are the same. I think this is a little bit too opinionated and not very necessary. That's just my very personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's the result is the same. It's just a question of how the readability, right? So if you read the code, it's easier to read assert true is disabled, yeah, or equals disabled true, right? So it's I mean, yeah, it's not a big difference, but
yeah, it may also have some very opinion like how you should name your variable and stuff. Then it's constantly changing, adding new rules. I'm also working on Velero, and this guy also tried to add a lot of lint tools to Velero's code base, which causes some issue in Velero already. So that's why I want to point out. Maybe we should just have sufficient linters. Linter is good, but we don't need too many linters.
Too detailed. Well, good. Then let's close this one. I think I'm fine with that. I mean, it's add a bit of complexity. I mean, add complexity, but the added value is let's say
it's a balance.
There is an added value in there, as I see, but not so much that it makes sense to have another linter there. And yeah, let's close this then.
Can we provide like some meaningful feedback before we close?
Yeah, that would
yes, yes. That's why I just want to talk with you guys. Yes, I think it's too tough for the creator to just close the PR because
exactly.
We should. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to talk. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Like something along the lines, we discussed with the maintainers team and we decided not to go this way or whatever. And some other feedback.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
can add some comments. Yeah, I can add some comments on behalf of the maintainer. Yeah, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No. Not from my side.
Nothing from my side as well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. We have we have some minutes left. I see some new faces around. Anyone wants to introduce themselves, or we're all good? All right.
Right then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And see you in 2 weeks' time. Right. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye.